Good morning, students. Welcome in your new class. How are you? I think first chapter finished all of you. Now you are in second chapter. So okay, once again, welcome in your new class. Our chapter is microorganism. Microorganism. Microorganism means what? Micro. That is very small. Organism. That is living. है ना, organism that is living, and micro means very small. And they written friend and foe. Friend already you know, na, so many friends you have also, with those who always help you, na. But foe, what is foe? Foe means it harm. So some microorganisms are our friend and some microorganisms are harmful. So how some microorganisms are friend and how some are harmful, that all we will study in this chapter. So first, microorganism means the organism which we cannot see with our naked eye. Naked eye means unaided eye. Suppose we used to see with the help of microscope. There is added eye. That is not naked eye. Naked eye means by our eye only, without the help of something, we are able to see. That is called naked eye. But this micro, very small, we are not able to see. Suppose scale you know na, ruler you know na, in math you use, there is very small in one unit there are 10 small unit, like that in each 10 there is another 10 small unit. So very small, that is the size of organism, that is called microorganism. So there is very big world of the microorganism, है ना. That is not a very few, they are very big world, a big large kingdom. So in that big world of microorganisms, there are some friends and there are some foe. Means which are for our use, that is called friend, and which are harmful, that is called foe. So these microorganisms are very big kingdom, and this microorganisms have a special character. It can survive in extreme hot climate. It can survive in very chilled climate. It can survive in desert. It can survive in air, in soil, everywhere this microorganism can survive. And very teeny, we are not able to see without the help of microscope, है ना. So see, organisms which are too small, cannot be seen by naked eye, है ना, it's called a microorganism. So this whole world of microorganisms is divided into 5 groups. That group's name is bacteria, protozoa, alga, fungi and virus, है ना. So this bacteria, some are useful, some are harmful. Protozoa, some are useful, some are harmful. Alga also, these are some useful, some harmful. Fungi also, and virus, mostly they are harmful, है ना. So one by one we will read this one. See, bacteria example, lactobacillus, which found in milk, already you know na, in lower classes also you have read. And rhizobium bacteria, which found in leguminous plant, very useful this. Protozoa, amoeba, paramecium, alga, chlamydomonas, spirogyra, which they are also very useful because they do photosynthesis, है ना. So release oxygen, and some alga also help to change atmospheric nitrogen into useful nitrogen into the soil, into the for the use of plant. Fungi also, these are some fungi. Suppose yeast, we use it for the preparation of cake, bread, like that. Molds also, and virus. So mostly they are harmful, disease causing they are. So one by one we will see in detail, है ना. So little bit you see this video.
Today we'll study about microorganisms. Hey buddy, can you point at a living organism apart from you and me? Do you know there are very small organisms around you which are so tiny that it is not possible to see them with your naked eye. These are known as microorganisms. In other words, it's the smallest and simplest form of living being, which can be visible only with a microscope.
See, this is the diagram of microscope. Understood now? In laboratory, I will show you. This is the diagram of microscope. With the help of microscope, we can see microorganisms.
Wow, interesting. Microbes or microorganisms come in many different shapes, varieties, and sizes. They make up the largest number of living organisms on the whole planet. There are trillions of trillions of trillions of microbes all around the Earth, maybe more. Scientists classify them in 5 types. They are bacteria, viruses, fungi, algae, and protozoa. Let's learn about them one by one.
Okay, students, then see. This is bacteria. It is found in air, water, soil, everywhere. See, this bacteria found in air, water, soil, everywhere. Very nice, na? And it has different shape. Rod shape, spiral shape. Some are spherical shape. These are the shape of bacteria, and some are useful and some are harmful. Thus you have seen lactobacillus. This is useful, found in milk. Rhizobium bacteria found in leguminous plant, which are useful, and some bacteria also cause diseases, so some are harmful also. Next, fungi. This fungi, see, they are multicellular. This bacteria is unicellular. This bacteria is unicellular, but this fungi is multicellular. See, this sometimes unicellular also. Suppose, for example, yeast, it is unicellular. Here given example, yeast, see, that is unicellular, है ना? But sometimes multicellular also. And heterotropic means it depends on others, dead and decaying organic matter. This fungi depends on dead and decaying organic matter. It is heterotropic. Do not prepare its food itself. There is lack of chlorophyll, है ना? Lack of chloroplast, you can say, है ना? There is no environment cleaner also, it say, because it depends on dead and decaying organic matter. Another one is protozoa. Protozoa, it found in water, unicellular, and sometimes multicellular also. So found in water. It also caused diseases. It fed on microbes. Some protozoa fed on microbes and many more protozoans. Small protozoans. This protozoa used to eat up this small protozoa, that is called protozoan. And alga. This alga is, suppose it is autotroph, because this green color you are observing here, na? There is green color looking. So this green color help to prepare food for photosynthesis. See here written, autotrophic organism. It can prepare its food itself. Chlorophyll present there. That alga may be red, brown and green. Or see, very interesting this feature, we are knowing this one. It produces 87% of the oxygen of the world. See, 87% of the oxygen of the world it produces. And it also found in snow. Also help in fixation of nitrogen. Yes, this alga also help in fixation of nitrogen. And last one is virus. This virus is a microscopic, reproduce only inside the cell. Means when it is outside the cell, it behave like non-living. But when it entered in the body, it behave like living. So this virus is behaves like both living and non-living. When it infect to the person, it behaves like living. There its reproduction start. All metabolic activity start. But when it outside the body, outside from the body, it behaves like a non-living. So little bit you see video, you watch video.
Bacteria. They can be rod-shaped, spherical, or spiral-shaped. Some bacteria can be useful. For example, Streptomyces is used in making antibiotics. Coccus can give you a bad tummy ache or
See,
a sore
some bacteria are harmful also. See, this boy is getting sick because of the infection of bacteria.
throat. Viruses, they're parasites and can only survive inside the cells of other living organisms. They can cause infectious diseases like chickenpox or measles. Fungi. It can be of various sizes ranging from a single cell, like yeast that is used to make bread rise, or other fungi, such as toadstools or molds. Algae. They make much of Earth's oxygen, which humans and other animals need to breathe. They are most common in water bodies, but some of them live in soil
Yes, alga found in water bodies, so that it is saying.
or on leaves, stones, and woods. Algae blooms can block light to organisms lower in the water bodies, or even harm fish gills.
See, here explained about algae bloom. This algae bloom means water bodies gets covered by the growth of alga, so that sunlight do not reach inside the water. So this living bodies, living organism gets harmed.
Lower in the water body, sometimes to combat climate change. Protozoa. They hasten the decomposition of the remains of dead animals and plants. But protozoa like Cryptosporidiosis that spread through unclean water or food usually affect
Yes, this protozoa mostly found in unclean water and infect our digestive system.
the digestive system. Most of the microbes are single-celled. They're called unicellular organisms. Example, prokaryotes, most protists.
Yes, students, see. So, these are the types of microorganisms. And next topic, see, this is the diagram of virus. You will draw this diagram. And next topic, we will start in next video. Okay, bye, students.